Hey everyone, it has been a little while since you have seen me here, but get ready for the summer reading program coming up in June. We'll be seeing a lot more of you then, but today I'm going to talk a little bit about how to send us 3D prints. We've had a lot of people asking about 3D printers and how to send us 3D prints, how to find them, what are they. So today I'm going to talk a little bit about 3D printing. Hopefully this will be pretty easy to understand and to make sense of, no promises though. So the very first thing I'm going to talk about is are our 3D printers. And we have two of them. They're working right now on print jobs. They're kind of busy all the time. We have, like I said, two. One of them is the FlashForge Adventure 5M, which hopefully you can see it above my head right here. They both have about the same print size. You don't have to worry about that. I'll tell you if when you send a print job to me, if it's going to be too big, and I can always adjust it. I can make things, I can scale them down uniformly to make them a little bit smaller, as long as it's not like a helmet that's going to fit on your head or a cosmetic piece is going to fit on the rest of your body. Usually it's not very hard to scale something down. So like I said, the first one is the Adventure 5M, and this one prints pretty fast, and we really like it. It is a little more expensive. The other one, in case you're interested in buying your own 3D printer, is from Elegoo. It's a Neptune 3D or Neptune 3 Pro. It's a little slower, but it's also a little cheaper. Works perfectly fine. We love both of them. We print on them all the time here at the library. So if you're interested in 3D printers, I highly recommend both of these. I actually recommend the Elegoo Neptune 3 Pro for beginners. It's really easy to use. You do need a computer, either a desktop computer, a laptop, in order to work the software and run it. I really saying with the Adventure 5M, there might be an app for that. I'm not 100% sure, but the Elegoo, you really do need a computer. But like I said, you don't have to know the brands or the names or the sizes or any of that stuff. I'll pick the 3D printer, or if it's not me, pick the 3D printer. One of the staff members will pick the 3D printer for your print job that's open and available and will work for your job, so don't worry about memorizing these. I just wanted to tell you what they were in case you were interested in purchasing them. All right, and the very first website I'm going to show you today is things.com. So when you're on a website, keep in mind sometimes you'll have to pay for them, and sometimes the 3D prints will be free, like I just mentioned. So if you scroll through the website, you'll find all different print jobs. Some of them are specialized and some of them will be hard to put together. But if you look here, this Forma Studios, this looks pretty simple, this stackable box. It looks like, as far as I can tell, it's just one 3D printing file. And we're going to go down here and look at the instructions. Make sure that everything looks good. Nothing seems too complicated as far as instructions on putting it together if it has more than one piece. I don't want to set you up for failure and you skip over this part, and then I print it and it's 50 pieces that are that big. You can't put it together. That's not very fun. If it does seem super complicated, I will email you back just to make sure that we're on the level, and if so, then I'll go ahead and print it. But if you scroll down here, you'll see any comments people make. Make sure that everything here seems to be good, and it says that actually this is, they highly recommend printing with this. It seems to print really well, so that is very good. Someone's even commented that they are a really nice company altogether that prints stuff. So this seems like it'd be a good print. The way to send 3D prints to us, you just simply copy and paste this and email it to us. And I'll show you at the end once I kind of show you the other three websites. Printables is another great website. We'll go over here and we'll click on this Easter Bunny. This one seems super simple. Same thing, look at it, make sure it makes sense. We can scroll down, and if people have made comments or remixes, you'll see it here. If I click on files, it shows you there's just one file, the 3D printed bunny. And if I click on makes and comments, you'll see where all different kinds of people have made this. I'm not gonna lie, if there are makes on the website, more than likely, they show you that people have actually made it. So more than likely, when you print it off, or when I print it off, I'm going to have great success. Therefore, you'll have great success. So we'll go ahead and leave that here too. Then we'll move on to the next one, which is colts3d.com. So on here, sometimes you'll encounter ones that cost money. And you'll see, like on this one, it says open priced. This one says it's £7. And you can look around for ones that are free. And I'll go down here. And since I know this little shark right here is free. I was looking at this beforehand. I'll click on it, and on here you can see that lots of people have looked at it, they've viewed it, they've downloaded it. There's no comments or makes, and it doesn't mean that it's a bad print job. Sometimes it just means that it's new. It literally was uploaded yesterday. So pretty new. People haven't had a chance to print this yet. But you can scroll down, make sure that all the instructions, you don't have to worry about the printer settings. I will see that and I can mess with that. Just make sure any instructions on how to put it together make sense for you and nothing's too wild on that end. Finally, the last one I'll show you is Thingiverse. This is probably the one most people are most familiar with. It's been around for many, many years, and I love all these websites. They're all great. This one's the best for beginners because everything on here is free. There's no, creators don't have the ability to price stuff on here. So this is really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and just click on this gear click fidget keychain. And then on here, you can see that there are two files. One will be an STL and one's kind of a more complicated file. Don't worry, you don't have to worry about the file types. You can just once again make sure there's not different pieces and this looks like the exact same thing, just two different file types for two different types of printers. Comments, if I click here, it looks like some people printed it, works great. Sometimes they broke it, so ours is PLA, so keep that in mind if you want me to print this off. It doesn't seem like it'll be very good, so keep that in mind. That's why we read the comments. And then finally the makes, you can see someone made it and you can actually see where it broke. So there we go. What I was mentioning about making sure to look at the comments and makes, I'll also look at those, and if I think it's going to fail, I'll email you back before I even start it, because I don't want to print something for 5 hours and come back and it's all crazy inside the machine. That's not fun for me either. So I'll be sure to let you know and say, hey, this is going to work, but to not get your hopes up. This is how you help yourself figure out if it's going to print right or not. So go ahead and go back. Since this one doesn't seem to be very good, we wouldn't want to print this. One really easy way here on Thingiverse to find print jobs that are pretty much always going to print out great. They're going to be really nice. They may not be complicated to put together, but they're going to fit together really well and be easier to put together, is the featured collection on Thingiverse. And to find that, you just simply click on Filter By and make sure Things is selected. And then all you have to do is go down to Featured. And you'll see, right now we have it set to popular last 30 days. You'll see some on here, but if you want to see popular all time, you can click here and you can see some really great 3D prints. Like here is a really awesome base, and you can tell this one has pretty good. So if you look, you can see all different kinds of descriptions. We can click on files, and it looks like there are some different models. One's 1 millimeter thick, one's 2. But if we go over to comments, you can see lots of people have commented that it looks great. And it says it's not waterproof, but perfect Mother's Day gift. It looks awesome. And then we can come over here to the makes, and you can see that there's all different ones people have printed. We can even go over, this is a cool feature, to the remixes. Sometimes if a print job prints pretty well, but not awesomely, people will have actually remixed it to make it even more awesome, or to slightly change it. So if you look here on this one, you'll see that this face, rather than bulging at the top, is just conical. Yes, that's the right word, conical. So that's really neat. I would probably print that out for my desk. But how you send this a 3D printing file is really easy. You can even do it right on your phone. There's nothing special. If you're on your phone, you'll have to hold down up here in the URL, and you'll be able to select copy. If you're on a computer, you click up here, you might have to highlight all of it, right click, and then choose copy. Then you'll go to our website, emls.org, click right on the word locations, and you'll see all of our locations, and you'll just go right over here to Cherokee County, click right on Tahlequah. If you're on your phone or your home computer, you can tap on this and it will automatically bring up your email. Then you'll just be able to copy and paste it to us. If you're on your home computer, you'll just simply type in our email. Subject, you can just be I type 3D file to print. Pretty easy. Then right click and click paste. If you're on your phone, you'll just hold down the screen and you should get a paste after you choose copy. If nothing comes up, or it comes up copy, go back to the URL, hold your finger over it, choose copy, then come back here and choose paste. So after you put that in there, just simply say, I would like to print this. And we have lots of colors here at the library. Be sure to come by and check out our colors first. But if you don't have time or don't want to, you can give us an option of colors. I would like to print this in either blue or green. And I would like it to be 5 inches tall. And then that's it. All you got to do is hit send and you're done. Nothing else to it. It's really simple to send us a 3D print. All I need is that link and then tell me how big it is, what color it is, and your phone number if you don't check your email all day, every day. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions, call us at the library, 918-456-2581. Shoot us an email. If I click on here, there you go. You can see it's tahlequahpl@eols.org. You can send us an email there, and we'll be able to answer your questions. Feel free to just go around and check out the 3D prints online. If you forget the websites I mentioned, if you just Google search free 3D prints, you'll find those 4 websites. They're everywhere. They're probably the first 4 links you find on Google searching that. So there you go. Happy hunting and happy printing. And I hope you all take advantage of our 3D printers. And we'll be happy to print pretty much whatever you want. But I'll see you all later.